Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Verbal Tika. And a very happy new year to all of you. It's very cold today. So, here in Delhi, it's raining, and so I am all zipped up in my jacket. So, let us start before I start feeling cold and I stop recording. So, let's start our idioms for today. Now, the first idiom is a positive one, a blessing in disguise. Now, you know that. So sometimes, you have to do something which you don't like, something like a bitter pill. Similarly, something that is not recognized at first, but it is actually for your good, for your own benefit, is like a blessing in disguise. So, say maybe you had to, do an assignment two times, but you got more marks. So since you did it twice, you were able to get more marks because of that. And maybe it was a blessing in disguise. You were obviously unhappy about having to do it again and again, but then it was something that actually helped you in the end. So something bad or something you feel is bad but actually works out for you in the end is a blessing in disguise. The next one, a chip on your shoulder. Now, a chip on your shoulder basically means if you're angry about something, which has happened in the past, you're still carrying that burden with yourself. There's a chip on your shoulder about, how your brother behaved with you when you were a child, or how your teacher was angry with you. So you're still angry with that person. And that is like a chip on your shoulder. So that is how we use that one. Then the next one we have done in different ways. A dime a dozen means something that you get very cheaply. When we were doing a pretty penny, so I had mentioned that a pretty penny is something which is expensive, whereas a dime a dozen is something that you get very easily and very cheaply. Okay, the next idiom, a doubting Thomas. Now, a doubting Thomas, or Thomas, both ways the name is pronounced. So, a doubting Thomas is basically a person who is a skeptic. Now, a skeptic is a person who doesn't accept things as they are. They're always asking you, did it really happen? This and that, too much questioning. And they're not able to take things on face value. They're already always questioning and doubting. So, they're skeptic about things. So, that is a doubting Thomas. So, say, like your mom is always asking you, did you really do your work, or have you washed your hands and things and like that? So you would obviously Thomas is for a man, but then that's how it's an idiom, so it can be used for both genders. So you could call her a doubting Thomas. Okay, the next one, a drop in the bucket. Now, a drop in the bucket basically means if something is a very small part of a very large thing. So, say maybe you need 5 lakh rupees to start a business, and a few friends of yours say that we'll be able to give you, 500 rupees each or something like that. Then you would say that it is like a small drop in the ocean or a small drop in the bucket. So, a drop in the ocean or a drop in the bucket basically means that it's a very, very small part of something very huge. All right. So that's how. And then the next one, a fool and his money are easily parted. Now, that basically means, and actually it's true, like if somebody is not smart enough, people cheat him and make him lose his money or her money for that matter. So you are actually, you have a preponderance of losing your money, you have a chance of losing your money more in case you're not smart about where you have invested it, where you have spent it, or how you have saved it, to whom you give your money. All of these are very, very important things. And if you're not careful about it, you might actually lose all your money. Like people who do investments, etc. And then there was the scam, and they lost all their money. If you remember the 92 scam. So 1992, I mean, you guys must not have been born at that time, most of you who are watching this video. But I was in high school and we heard of the scam that happened, the stock market scam, which really shook the Indian economy. And these kinds of things, basically, if you're foolish, if you're not being careful with your money, then you might lose it. Okay. Then the next one for today. A house divided against itself cannot stand. That means that if there is internal fight between the family members, or between a community members or members of a team, then obviously others are going to take advantage of you. So if a house is divided in itself, within itself, it can't stand, in the sense that it will people will take advantage of it. So people talk about it all the time now, that if you're fighting within yourself, others are going to take advantage of that. And the last one for today is: a leopard can't change his spots. So, a leopard is like a cheetah, and it has got these spots, the black spots. So, obviously, that means a person can't change his character or his style. So, some people are born with some inborn bad qualities. They really have something bad, and they can't really change it. So that is what it says. So some people say also, Nanki, now I can't change. So it's similar to a leopard who can't change his spots. So similarly, some characteristics inside us keep on coming out, whether we are aware of it or not. And sometimes those characteristics are not good ones also. So, and how hard you try, but still a person falls back into that old rut. So we would say that the leopard can't change his spots. And that's how we would use this idiom. So that was all for today, and I'll be coming up now with a how to improve your vocabulary course short module. So stay tuned for it. It's going to come this week sometime, and also many more surprises stored for you. So just keep following, and also share with your friends and other people who might be in need of some guidance. So this is a free channel. Ask them to subscribe, and thank you very much. I love your comments. Please do comment. I'll be happy to help. Bye bye. Take care.